Yo, what is up, PPL fans? Shoutout here, coach of Bayern Munich, and welcome to PPL Season 4, Week 7. Yes, this is still a thing. PPL exists, hooray. This week we're up against Jack, the Donphanatic, and his Norwich Skitty. His link will be in the description down below. As always, make sure to check him out. And I have no idea. I think he recorded the match for me, but I have no idea who gented team for me. It's been ages. I'm really sorry. Whoever gented team for me, I love you. You're pretty. But I genuinely can't remember. It was probably Juan. I don't know. So yeah, as you can see, this game happened a month ago. That's great. Over a month ago. So that's just sweet. Many reasons why this didn't go up. Time and stuff and things, and yeah, technical issues. Just a bunch of things. It just happens, but. They're just gonna get into the stuff, into things. Team analysis went up on time pretty much. This didn't, so if you haven't seen team analysis, you can still check it out. Link is in the description down below. Maybe I'll eventually figure out this whole info card thing. You can plop the thing at the top of the screen. Probably won't. Yeah. So to see the team that we're bringing, just gonna give you a quick overview. AV Road and Wash, Mega Pidgeot with I think Workout Roost to attacks. SD Lucario because it absolutely 6-0s his team. Clefable with moves and stuff and an ability that I forgot. Dual Hazards Nidoqueen. And a Fizdef Gourgeist with Fire Blast and nothing to do anything in any way, shape or form to Arcanine. So, I think it was Will-O-Wisp, Synthesis, Seed Bomb and Fire Blast, yeah. So basically the plan with this team was to get up both Hazards with Nidoqueen, Rocks and Toxic Spikes. And then pressure his Skarmory so much that it's impossible for it to defog, because nothing on my team actually allows Skarmory to defog. I have Flamethrower on Nidoqueen, I have Fire Blast on Clef, I have Fire Blast and Will-O-Wisp on Gourgeist. I have, SD plus Close Combat on my Lucario, Heat Wave on my Mega Pidgeot, and then a Roar and Wash, which has Volt Switch and T-Bolt. So, that's nice. So that's kind of the plan. However, I'm going to lead with my Roar and Watch. He decided to bring Metagross, Arcanine, Aromatisse, Megalovania, Skarmory, and Heliolisk. So no Noivern, which was a huge surprise to me. Noivern seemed like one of his bigger threats to my team. There aren't many because my team just matched up incredibly well against his. There isn't much that actually just has ability to sweep me. Megalovania is never going to sweep me as long as I get off my Mega. And I also have Unaware Clef plus Fizdef Gourgeist, so it's just not going to sweep me at all. Rock Polish Metagross could be an issue. But that's probably the only threat that I can see. But he's probably going to be like AV to check Mega Pidgeot because his team just absolutely gets mangled by Mega Pidgeot. And there's no Crawdon, which isn't super surprising, but just very relieving. Just because Crawdon is a massive threat no matter what. If I let my team get weakened too much, then it just kind of plows through my team. So, what for I do is I'm going to click the play button and we'll see how long this team preview on the recording actually takes. I have no idea, and it doesn't take very long. Amazing. So, Shorty is issuing a challenge, and I'm going to lead off with Overwash or Wash, just because I can Volt Switch on anything. He leads with Vimto because he can not Volt Switch on anything, but he still clicks Volt Switch turn 1. Maybe I should have gone into Nidoqueen right away, but that would be a silly play. If it was like Specs Hyper Voice, he would have just clicked that. So, I'm going to click Volt Switch of my own. No, I'm going to click HP Ground, I think. I don't remember. Sorry. Turn 1, I already forgot what I did. Amazing. I'm going to give Volt Switch, yeah, because it's the best play, obviously. So, I'm going to go for Volt Switch on the Arcanine. There's a good chunk. Now, if this was Shoutout, I would know what set he is. Since on Wi-Fi, I checked the calc for a defensive for max HP Arcanine, and that seems about right. Maybe like a max roll, probably has some speed investment or something, but it seems about right. So, he goes for Flare Blitz on my Nidoqueen, and he outspeeds me, and he does a ton. He's offensive, so as I'm going to get my rocks. So, I don't know why he made that play. I think Earth Power was a very valid play on my end, so I'm not exactly sure. But, his team doesn't have good switch-ins for anything this week, so because my team just matched up so well against it. So, in my mind, he's like, okay, he's HP investment with some speed and max attack. My Nidoqueen has speed investment to outspeed uninvested Arcanine, so like he has to have some speed. So this play, this one he's going to make a bit of an a great over prediction. Expecting my Road and Watch works out perfectly for him, knowing that I want to keep my Nidoqueen no matter what. And Road and Watch gets toxic. That's going to be really annoying. But this time I'm going to click HP Ground. because he's either going to stay in and Morning Sun hoping that I don't go for Hydro Pump expecting Heliolisk, or he's going to go into Heliolisk, and that's exactly what happens. Heliolisk is going to get HP ground on the switch in, and that's going to do a fair chunk, revealing that he's not like Assaultless or anything, he is probably Scarf. So, yeah, so that's good now, so we get some damage off on the Heliolisk, and that's always nice. So he's going to switch out Vimto again, goes into his Kaiba, the Mega Gallade, and I'm just going to click Volt Switch. I know I can take any hit from Heliolisk, I am Assaultless, so not too worried, because I could then just go into, depending on what he locks himself into, I can go into either Lucario, just E-Speed, or Nidoqueen, get a pass, or something like that. So, gonna Volt Switch into, out of the Glade, into my Mega Halsey, Mega Pidgeot, the Halsey to Mega Pidgeot, either or, and knowing that I would speed no matter what, I'm just gonna get my Mega off as he goes into Maiden and Skarmy. So, this thing doesn't take a Heat Wave no matter what. The thought in my mind is that he might go into Aromatisse after this. Like, he's just trying to bait the Heat Wave so he can get a semi-free switch into his Aromatisse. If he does that though, I'm super fine with it because I can go to my Nidoqueen and get my T-Spikes. And get some Black Sludge recovery. So, do I have Black Sludge? I think I do. So, he's gonna get confused, doesn't matter. This time I'm just gonna click Heat Wave no matter what. Play it safe. Not let him defrock, not let him get up rocks, nothing, just knock him out with the Heat Wave. That's a kill for Mega Pidgeot. Maiden goes down very early, and now all the prep I did for it was pretty much pointless, but that's, you know, that's how it goes. Oh, he didn't bring the Pokemon, my prep was pointless. Oh, the Pokemon died, my prep was pointless. So, reason Vimto, and he's gonna mess with threats, but he, right here, not click the electric move. However, I can't risk that, so I'm just gonna go to Moonshine and I can live any hit very, very comfortably. I am max defensive, so I can shoot his like it's nothing. He goes for Hyper Voice and gets a fucking crit, and Clefable is not happy. So, that's super unfortunate because my Clefable is now really, really low, and Clefable was looking like a pretty good Pokemon against his team overall. And now I have to go into my Go-Geist. So, yeah, gonna go to Pumpkin, go for reveal the Frisk, reveal the Choice Scarf. Now it's confirmed, in case it wasn't obvious before, so I'm gonna pull double here, because he's not saying he's going into Arcanine, so I'm gonna pull the switch here, as he does go into Arcanine. Arcanine does not care about anything my Goris has to offer this week, so me staying in would just be stupid, and since he's Scarf, he can't do anything to me anyway. So, I think I'm gonna go to my Rotom here, even though the better play was obviously going into Mega Pidgeot and just threatening his team super duper hard, and pretty much just napping a kill. Whatever, dude. So, I'm gonna tell Toxic Damage, he gets leftovers back, and I'm just gonna click T-Bolt. That seemed like the best play. He was gonna die from this range, he goes into Kaiba. And he's gonna take a fair chunk from this Thunderbolt. So, this turn, or on the following turn, I'm gonna go into my Go-Geist, just because it's my dedicated counter to this. And I don't think he's pulling a double, and it's a little bit of a problem because it means that his Arcanine is going to get to heal, but there's not much I can do. I cannot mess around with this Gallade at this point. This whole thing wouldn't be an issue if I played it so I can get out my Toxic Spikes, but I didn't, so you know, no Toxic Spikes for me this week. At least not yet. So he's gonna go for the safe close combat. Doesn't matter. He's gonna go for the Ice Punch. Doesn't matter. Gourgeist just doesn't care, so he doesn't have knockoff. I'm gonna knock it out with a Seed Bomb. So Gourgeist gets its first kill of the season. That is lovely in its first game. So Glade goes down. That is nice. That is one of his few offensive threats gone, and now he brings out Buster, the Arcanine, and there's nothing I can do, and I have to go out. So he's pretty much dead. So if he doesn't have Morning Sun, he just actually dies on switch in. So that's really, really nice. But the way he brought this in, he's gonna have Morning Sun, like, it's just, you know, it's just kind of given. So we're gonna do Overwash as he goes for the Morning Sun as expected, and gets himself back to full, or not full, back to a reasonable amount of health. So at this point, it's pretty much set in my head that he is bulky offensive Arcanine. You know, Lucario speed and stuff like that is what's in my mind right now, because I am a fairly speedy Lucario if I remember correctly. So yeah, he's gonna go for another Morning Sun. It's all fine dandy. I'm gonna click Volt Switch and get some damage off and get a free switch into something else. And I'm gonna make the misplay of the fucking century and go into my fucking Lucario, which is the best win con that has ever existed in history against his team. Because I think he doesn't have that much speed, and I would speed him and I can kill him with a close combat. I would kill him with a close combat, so that would be a good play. The reason I didn't go to Pidgeot is that he is faster than my Lucario and just killed me. I'm the worst Pokemon player in history. Welcome to my channel. yeah, the reason I didn't go to Mega Pidgeot is because he had he had Metagross in the back, which is probably Assault Vest. I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to give him a somewhat free switch into that. And I thought I would speed him. This wouldn't have happened on Showdown. Is it my fault? Yeah. Would have happened on Showdown? No. This is why I play on Showdown, kids. So, just gonna drop in Halsey, which I should have done a turn earlier. He goes into the blob. I'm gonna fire off that Hurricane on this bitch. And on the following turn, I probably should go into Nidoqueen and get out my T-Spikes because that would help a bunch. But Hurricane is not going to kill the thing anyway, so he's going to get confused. Now, if he doesn't hit himself, he's going to throw up a Wish, and I can go to my Nidoqueen, but he does hit himself. So that's really unfortunate for me. Actually, that does count as a Mega Pidgeot kill because Jack said so. And the Blob is going to Seppuku out of there. So if he didn't hit himself, I could have gone to my Nidoqueen and gotten off T-Spikes, and that would have pretty much sealed the game. I say pretty much, it would have sealed the game at that point, 100%. There's no way around it. So I should have probably gone into Nidoqueen after the first Hurricane, and that's a misplay I've realized in hindsight. So, you know, Jack is going to bring in Helios and just keep messing around with the threat that is Mega Pidgeot and just click Dark Balls instead of the electric move. Interesting choice, but Nidoqueen lives that, and I'm going to go to make a Fable. Take this opportunity to go for a Fire Blast on something, because nothing wants to take a Fire Blast barring the Arcanine, which rocks are up, and it doesn't want to take a potential T-Wave. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. It also doesn't do that much to me if I recovered, or Softball of course, or Moonlight in this case, but he doesn't know that. So I'm going to go for the Fire Blast here as he goes into Landmass. Actually hit a Fire Blast, which is exciting, and that does a fair chunk, but that reveals that he is in fact Assault Vest. Still in range to live a Hurricane from a Heat Wave from Mega Pidgeot, depending on rolls. Well, if he has Bulk Investment, he lives, I'm pretty sure. So he's gonna go for Mew Match, knock me out, and that crit on Fable earlier might have mattered just because I could have been at better health right now, could have Moonlighted up at some point, but not too big of a deal. Now I'm gonna go to Pumpkin. Pumpkin doesn't care about the thing too much. Gonna frisk and reveal that he is in fact Assault Vest, but he has Shadow Ball. That's some good prep on his end to hit my Gorax a lot harder. I'm just gonna go for Willows, thinking that I'll be safe after that. No, I'm not. I could have taken 2 Ice Punches after the Will-O-Wisp. Well, I could have taken another Ice Punch after the Will-O-Wisp, but I can't take the Shadow Ball. So he's gonna overpredict and go for Zen, but that's great because I'm clicking Synthesis this turn. I can get back to full health. I can beat the thing with my Gorax and except I flinch. So that's just unfortunate. That's just super unfortunate. I could have Synthesis there, and I would have beat Metagross with my Gorax potentially 1v1, and that would have actually mattered in the long run potentially. You will see what I mean. So I'm gonna have to go into my Pidgeot here because my Lucario is dead and I can't go into that. So I'm gonna go into Halsey. He's gonna go for the Burnt Bull Punch. It's gonna do pretty much nothing, but that damage might actually come into play later on. So gonna go for the Hurricane, knock out the Metagross, and that's another kill for Pidgeot. So on the following turn, he's gonna go into Heliolisk, and he is gonna choose to go for everything that is an electric move, which is interesting. So this is the last rock switch in. So again, if I had up T-Spikes, he would be dead, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So I'm going to go to Overwatch, and this might seem like a misplay because as you will see, I'm going to live this Hyper Voice, but him killing me was heavily in his favor. It was a really, really good roll in his favor to kill me from this range, so now there was no way that I would have known to live. There was no way that going into Nidoqueen and sacking that off was a better play, unless I wanted to bank on a roll. I didn't. So I'm going to make a Pidgeot, go for the Hurricane, and now I'm at 55 HP. And this means I have a chance to live in Arcanine's E-Speed if he's max attack. So, he's max attack, jolly. So I have a chance to live a Hurricane, E-Speed, and I'm going to obviously kill him with the Hurricane. So I'm going to be able to live this potentially, and then kill him with the Hurricane. He goes for the E-Speed, and he gets a fucking crit. So we will never know if I would have fucking lived that. Which is mildly unfortunate. So if I didn't get flinched with Gogeist, I didn't take the Bull Punch damage, I would have been guaranteed in range to live in E-Speed, and then everything would have been happy. But I'm not. I didn't. I did get flinched, so unfortunately he's going to kill off my Nidoqueen with the E-Speed as well, not risking me having Sucker Punch or anything of the sort, and that's going to be a 1-0 loss to Jack and the Norwich Skitty. So, dying, yay, obligatory coughing. So, GG Jack, that was an awful game on my end. Just complete trash, and I lost 1-0 in a match where I should have never lost because the matchup was so ridiculously in my favor. But I fucked it up. MVP, obviously, Mega Pidgeot, because it got like 4 or 5 kills or some shit. I think 4. Yeah, 4 and 1 for Gugas, so. And then Arcanine didn't fucking die. And that's just really fucking unfortunate that I'm so bad at this Pokemon game. Yeah, that's the second game in the row that had absolutely no business losing, but I fucked it up for myself. Hacks didn't help in any of the matches. Like against Kelly, it was huge hacks because I literally lost 2 Pokemon to crits. This game, just tiny things that just matter. I wouldn't say tiny, but like things that weren't so big, but they added up and eventually somewhat costed me the game. But that doesn't matter that much because I just fucked it up for myself and it's my fault entirely. So, as I said, I should check out Jack. His link will be in the description down below. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, we are I think 3 and 4 now, which is just a disgustingly bad record for me at least, or for what I aim to have. So we already have more losses than the entirety of last season, which is just fucking terrible. And 2 of which I never should have lost, 1 of which I got hacks to fuck, and I might have won. So this is just, everything is sad. I'm sad, but you know, Mega Pidgeot got to do things, so I'm happy about that. So if you enjoyed me whining and stuff, then leave a like, I guess. Next week we go up against the San Francisco Arcaniners. Unfortunately, it's not going to be against George. George had to step out of the league because of time issues and stuff. So yeah, no rematch of the March Madness Finals. Instead, we're going to play Moxie and Fernape from the MPL, who's going to step in for George for the rest of the season. Really cool guy. So that should be a fun match. And yeah, so that's going to be it for today, I guess. Thanks for watching and chat. So yeah, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, leave some newts. I will appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.